Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Redout Lightspeed Edition on Xbox Series. Now, I decided to pick Redout because this was one of those games which I think a lot of work was put into Redout, not only in graphics and sound and control, but also just to give us the Wipeout experience across all platforms. This game actually really is available on all platforms. It's available on PC, Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And I think the developers did a really good job on all of those versions. Of course, the top tier version is still on PC, but, now that we have a series system out there, I think this has a lot of potential for a new audience. And, classically, Xbox audiences really only buy like mainstream games, like the top tier mainstream games. So only the Assassin's Creeds and the Fortnites and the Call of Duties seem to do really well. But I think now that there's a new system, I think audiences should open up and play some of the games that are still A-class material, but just not A-class marketing. And this is really one of those games.
Congratulations on entering the Solar Redout Racing League, rookie. Your first ship will be sponsored. You may purchase the others by winning races. Each team has its own strengths and weak spots, so choose carefully. Select your starting ship now.
Yeah, and this is a game heavily inspired by the Wipeout series, anti-grav racing. But it does have its own flair and spin on things in that you need to control the pitch of your ship. So you'll want to, pitch down if you hit an incline, and pitch up if you are going down an incline. You can use the right stick to do some strafing. So there's a lot of good stuff in this game. Oh, that's new. I've never ever seen that. What the heck? Acceleration, speed, and grip. We can possibly help it. Let's do the Vanguard.
The Vanguard is an amazing all-rounder, featuring good handling and a top-notch sprint. You are now ready to race. Select an event from the next event menu.
Alright, let's look at... Boy, that music's really loud. I forgot how loud the music is. Alright, so I don't think we've earned any power-ups yet. Yeah, I'm not going to level 3. Alright, let's go for it. The only thing I can say about this game, certainly on PC, is that it is buttery smooth, locked at 60 with every effect imaginable that your video card can do. It even works with your LED keyboards to kind of give you a light show. So, I mean, it's a feature-packed game.
3, 2, 1, go!
In Redout, you can move your ship sideways. Strafe combined with steering, the control is essential when facing tight turns or chicanes, or whatever. Yeah, in this game, unlike other racing games, you're actively and aggressively using your right stick to help perform and help steer your vehicle. Yeah, good job. And this is one of those games which is it's very, very difficult when you first play, but you will get into the zone after a while. Yeah, and the game doesn't shrink on challenges. I mean, it will stretch your patience sometimes with how difficult the game can be. Let's say I find it really rewarding. I think there basically isn't another racing experience that offers, it ticks all the boxes. It has the motion blur and the 60 frames and high resolution textures and 4K output. I think the only thing this game does not have on the consoles is ray traced shadows or ray traced lighting. But in a game like this, I don't feel that those particular effects are really all that necessary. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll work in the effects if we can get some eyes on this game and get people to buy and play.
Congratulations, silver medal awarded.
Oh, like I said, it's tough. If you want to get gold medals all around, it's a difficult game. Cairo Kalama.
3, 2, 1, go.
And there is some combat in this game, so you can play versions of tracks which feature weapons. And again, they're very Wipeout style weapons. Although most of the races are basically just races, in their purest form. Sometimes without power-ups, or sometimes with power-ups, but and sometimes with enemies and without enemies. But it really is a game that concentrates on the feel of the race, which I really appreciate. Obviously, these are not real vehicles or anything like that, but they feel like they could be. And yeah, the game, even though the game seems fast now, the game only gets faster than this. So. You do have some air brakes too that you can use the left trigger for. But a lot of times you can, at least in the early stages, you can sustain your racing with just the strafe on the right stick. Yeah, but later on when the game gets incredibly fast, yeah, you're definitely going to need your air brakes so you can just sort of drift around corners.
Congratulations, gold medal awarded.
Yeah, I mean, since Sony has basically broken up Studio Liverpool, the old Psygnosis that did Wipeout, this is really the next best thing, and I think they did a really good job getting inspired by, passing the torch, I would say, but actually getting inspired by, and in some ways improving upon the Wipeout formula.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I'm really looking at it. I mean, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous game. You know, you barely get to see anything as it whizzes past you, but it is impressive.
New record.
No, I always miss that thing.
Final lap. New record.
No, I just missed a gold thing.
Congratulations, silver medal.
If I would have only been able to hit those first boost pads. Oh well, I'll go back and get gold later. We unlock power-ups.
Here you can purchase and install power-ups on your ship. Active power-ups need to be manually fired during a race. Passive power-ups give your ship some special traits. You can install one active and one passive power-up at any given time. You can also spend money to upgrade your power-ups, making them sensibly more effective.
Alright, EMP, no. Energy drainer. Enhanced shield protection, source damage from collisions. That's pretty handy. Extra magnetic grip, turbo boost, repair drone. Let's do this one. For 4K. Then for our passive. Slipstream enhancer. Increases grip. Let's do enhanced respawn. Well, actually no. Let's do the stabilizer. Okay. Sorry, menu's kind of more flashy than intuitive.
3, 2, 1, go.
And no, of course, you don't have to play cockpit mode like I'm doing. I mean, you do have other camera views. I just find the cockpit mode more exciting. Plus, I'm able to read turns a lot better in cockpit mode. Oh no, it's perfectly playable in the standard external view. that I think a lot of people are used to when they're playing a game like this.
Final lap. New record.
Too much.
Finish. New record. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded.
What is this, last man? Oh boy. Keep racing. Keep racing until drivers are eliminated from the track.
3, 2, 1, go.
The old pod games, this was known as Thrilla. Basically, if you're in last place, you get eliminated. And keep racing until there's only one racer left.
New record. Contender eliminated.
I know, it feels a little weird for me to not play this on the PC. But it is very much like a PC-like experience. And this was true, you know, this is not an X-Enhanced
New
game.
record.
You know, they did all this with just the Xbox One
Contender
and the PlayStation 4.
eliminated.
Which is amazing, like I said, the PC game is a very high-spec game. And yes, I know racing games are generally, they're the least demanding of a system, in that they have the least number of models and cooking issues than, let's say, an action game or a first-person shooter. That's why racing games can look so impressive, because they don't have to spend a whole lot of geometry on things, or as much geometry as they would, like, you know, in the game where you're rendering people. But still, you know, you can see just an incredible number of effects going on. Give the game such a really good look. Because I found the game, at least initially, just too hard. It took a long time to kind of get used to the way the game handles itself. But once you do, it's very, very satisfying to play a game.
Finish. Contender eliminated. Congratulations. Gold medal awarded. You have just been offered a contract from a racing team. Contracts will ask you to drive a specific ship and present you with an extra challenge for bigger rewards. Be careful though, some contracts require to pay in advance. Others have a penalty fee if they are not fulfilled.
Let's see. Win the next event driving this, the ESA AGR ship. Equipped with a level 1 repair drone. Let's see how this works out. Yeah, like I said, this is the full gamut. It's HDR, it's 60 frames. I think it actually will go up to 120 frames on PC. I don't think they've unlocked it in this version.
3, 2, 1, go.
Unless I'm mistaken, I'd love to see it. I don't know if my brain can handle it. I mean, the game's already crazy enough looking at 60 frames. Ooh, my favorite song from the game too. Yeah, see, I normally turn off the motion blur. I actually don't like the effect much, especially when you're moving at 60 frames. It really gets a little too distracting to me. Yeah, motion blur is fine for something that's 30 frames or 24 frames, but at 60 frames, it really feels artificial. You know, because your brain is already blending all 60 frames. It's already giving it natural motion blur, just that's how your eyes work. But then when you fill it with artificial motion blur, it just really, I don't find it to be a pleasant look. Maybe there's a way to turn it off. I'll look in the options.
Final lap. New record.
Screw that one up. Yeah, I think the specular highlighting is a little less aggressive on this version. I'm just used to seeing like more clear highlights in the PC one.
New record. Congratulations. Silver
But again,
medal
this is not an X-enhanced game. But regardless, you should get it and play it. It's really good. And I don't really play a lot of racing games. Oh, really? I failed? Oh, I didn't think I did. What was I supposed to do? Guess I should pay attention to my actual goal.
Three, 2, 1, go. Silver medal awarded.
So tough. God, it's so tough. I suppose I can spend some money to upgrade these things. Oh, maybe it won't let me yet. Okay. That's fine.
Three, two, one, go.
Oh, there must be power-ups in this one.
New record. Final lap. New record. Finish. Congratulations.
Oh, it's such an intense game.
Gold medal
Like you don't blink in
awarded.
half the time. Ooh, ship class 2 unlocked. Yay. Victory sponsorship race with the ASAGR and win the gold medal. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, let's see. Is there a way to turn off the... There is actually no. There's no option to turn off the motion blur. Oh well. What can you do? I'm sure there's some people out there that like it, but those people are stupid and they need to get their eyes checked.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm just kidding. You're not stupid. You're more like morons. Yeah. This is so fast. So good, though. Gosh, I like my pasta. Fast and easy. Wait, we're talking about racing games? Oh, yeah. And on top of all this, you also have a turbo boost. But you have to be very sparing. This game is about risk versus reward, so while you have a turbo boost, it does take from your power meter, which you could use to regenerate your shields. So usually I don't use my turbo unless it's an incredibly difficult race. Where the expectation is to use the turbo. But like I said, you know, I usually have a power up that allows you to convert your energy into rebuilding your shield.
Final lap.
Because you will destroy your shields at more than one point in this game, you know. Later on, when there's more aggressive power-ups and more aggressive AI introduced in the game, I mean, it's awful tough to not get hit.
Congratulations, silver medal.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have gotten gold. It's so tough to get gold. Not without an alarming amount of practice. Okay, so now I can do class 2. Was that ESA HER? Is that still what I want? Yeah. Yeah. Clash 1 chip. Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're not quite ready to play Class 2 yet. But we can buy the ship ahead of time. I don't know, do you guys want to see the flybys? I mean, listen, the game is pretty impressive.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I was happy when they announced that there would be console ports, and even more surprised when they announced that there would be a Switch version. And the Switch version did come much later, and it only runs at 30 frames, but the fact that they managed to fit that game onto that system is really amazing. I have fun playing with it, but you know, boy, I do miss 60 frames in this game. I feel like it's essential, but if you only had a Switch, then I would still recommend getting that game. Because there's really nothing else like it.
New record.
I'd say that's especially true on the on this platform, on the Xbox. I mean, there's really, you know, few, if any, of these zero gravity, these hover car games. You know, on Switch and on PlayStation, there's still, you know, PlayStation still has Wipeout, and Switch has, oh, I can't remember. It was a launch game that was really good too.
Final lap.
But this is kind of in a class of its own. And it does feature online play too, so you know, you don't have to play just the single player. So obviously that's what I like, is single player games. I was second off the gold.
Silver medal awarded.
Surprised I'm even doing this well. It's been a long time since I played the game.
Three, two, one, go.
only 2 laps too. I really gotta catch up. I spent a lot of time screwing up in this game. It was relentless.
Final lap. New record. Congratulations, silver medal awarded. Three, two, one, go.
One bad thing about taking pole position in this game is that initial launch can be a clusterfuck.
Final lap. New record. Congratulations, gold medal awarded. Three, two, one, go.
Still in it.
Final lap. New record. Congratulations, gold medal awarded.
Just barely. What's this thing? Last man standing. Let's do one more. Oh, we need class 2. Ooh, it's a good thing about that ahead of time. Let's do upgrade.
Three, two, one, go. Contender eliminated.
Ooh, boy, I'm gonna ask him here.
Contender eliminated. Contender eliminated.
Ugh.
Congratulations, bronze medal.
I passed, but not the lowest rank. Alright. why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Redout on Xbox Series, although this is really an Xbox One game. But as I was saying earlier, it's a game worth playing. It's well worth your time. It's at a lower price now. I think it's $40 for the base game. There's some DLC in there too if you want to have additional tracks. But yeah, it kind of flew under the radar for I think a lot of gamers, and it's a real shame because it's an excellent game, and with so few of these kind of games being made, you know, I think we should appreciate the ones that do come out, especially when they're this high quality. So yeah, pick it up for yourself. It's well worth it, and you'll have fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.